want them to be my friend. Oh. Huh. Oh, that makes life easier. Welcome to the family, Gujarat. Well now, Ottomans. I think I found a new and considerably better friend. Gujarat needs quantity ideas. Also got trade, quantity, defensive, innovative. 23 ideas total. I remember when we were clueless. But then again, the Ottomans just laugh at our very concept of thinking. Oh well, Fitkinamindi. We don't need to focus on you anymore. I'll switch you over to military, but we can't do that just yet. Still want to eventually, though. What else is there to even consider before this war? Gujarat don't want in for love nor money. But now I can tie Gujarat into some other crappy war, like one against Baluchistan. I mean, they'll want it eventually. Someday they'll go militarist. Or even against Multan. No, you don't like them. Alright, point is I have tools at my disposal now. So Ottomans, get in on that. I still want Urgench. I just don't want to lift a finger. Good man. Multan, I'm not sure if there's anything that I can care about when it comes to you. With this war going on, I should also harvest Iraq and Shirvan. Now the Ottomans will not like me doing that, but the Ottomans can go... Well, I won't harvest Shirvan, I'll white peace Shirvan. That's how generous I am. Extremely. Which means you don't really need to be there, you can get back to the annihilation of these other guys. Tiggerfication says finally caught a Jake stream, and it's not that late, so I think there's plenty of stream left to be had. Unfortunately, if Trans start occupying Timmy, then I'm gonna have a slowdown with my annexation of him. But what you gonna do? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat Iraq. And since the Ottomans are not militarist and they don't have that mission, they won't really care. Can make Shirvan co-belligerent, but no sense worrying about that. They want to get involved in this war too. How nice of them. But it's not going to happen. I could promise some land, but there's really no point in doing that whatsoever. Prepare to die. This is just so cruel. Cruel and unusual, but we're still doing it. First. This overwhelming power, it feels so good. Let's be honest, Jake, with you, it isn't that unusual. But being cruel feels good. Oh, how did they even escape? I don't want them causing more devastation in my lands. Not enough of that, thanks. Okay, capital's down in patented one-shot technique. You get all the speed you need to capture him, and okay, it still wasn't enough. You know, I could have sworn we'd fixed that issue. I guess we just unfixed it one day. For a laugh or something. Where it shows that the battle's going to happen, but it doesn't. It's because it's based on the tags. 15 army tradition sounds amazing, but the merchants not liking me sounds not amazing. But the merchants haven't liked me in a long time, so I'm taking that army tradition. It's pretty damn good. I should be rolling myself some generals as well, but I desperately need those ideas. And also a good point brought up, being cruel to an AI is fine. These guys sabotaged my reputation last time. I should really just eat them. The Ottomans won't like it, but the Ottomans don't like many things. So it's going to be like another 20. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to make him a bit unhappy, and it's more land for me to convert. Maybe it's better to just white piece them, and then I can finish them off well and truly without the massive costs later on. And by white piece, I mean take all their money. Yeah, and then I can just finish them off later on. Easy peasy. This way I get to take away all their cash a second time. But I swear, if they sabotage my nation, I'm going to be very unhappy, as usual. How can I be unhappy when I'm stealing people's money? It just isn't possible. There we go, people can care considerably less about this. Well, that's nice, but you really... Oh, I can't revoke your cores because it's on your cultured land, but at least Iraq doesn't get to exist anymore. And I don't have to keep worrying about the Ottomans in this land, at least for a wee bit. They still want the land, though, but it's not of vital interest. Core, and it's in a state already, which is a nice discount in a way. Yeren is a rival of our rival. I do have somebody free to increase opinion with them. I guess it couldn't hurt for an extra 25 dip. Get to work. Jake, do you know why some of the guys in DevMP were so far behind on ideas? Just focusing on other things. Coring. And lots of coring. Okay, good. It looks like the Timmies are not being occupied at all. Currently, at least. Maybe I should get involved, though. I mean, if I'm a surgical strike on the forts, it's going to help the war effort out in a big way. Multan, though. Oh, that's right. I told my vassals just to stick to their own land. Do what you want. In fact, well, no. Just tell them to do what they want. Don't hamstring them so much that way. Paid off our loans. Developed provinces. The admin, well, the everything points I had to sink to get to this point is a bit ridiculous. But it had to happen. Oman is going to die very, very soon. That means Ethiopia dies as well. Why are the Ethiopians lining up on my border? Should I be worried? No, they're just in some other war. And that's the end of the Mamluks in the old world. Well, the good old world. Sulu's just not converting this land. Tolerance of heathens +2, that's why. Fortunately, it'll be nice and cheap for me to convert, or I could even establish a... Oh, we had one here earlier, it was super cool. There we go. Religious center down here. Thank you, Brunei. All is very well. Right, Tilby. I don't really want to state this land, it's not that great, and, you know, I'm going to use a lot of these states elsewhere. However, I can state you just to use the edict, not spend the cores, and feel like a real clever clogs. Oh, I'm feeling real clever right now. What are the Timmy ideas? Economic, offensive, diplomatic, quantity, and religious. And hopefully very soon they're going to take religious 3, which is going to make them be able to convert a lot more quickly. That's the hope, at least. Could do without them occupying anything on Timurids, though. Slows down integration. Jake, how can I release a nation but only in a few provinces? You'll have to eliminate their cores. There's no other way. One way, however, is that you can put your capital on one of the provinces. Then it won't. They won't get that one. I miss a lot of theory crafting that I used to do that would involve thinking like that. Good times. What's also good times is having money in the treasury. Very good times. Oh, great. Rising support among the Mashriki population. Probably because of my consort there. Goldistan is now mine. Our good friends are not Occupado anymore, and now Multan's in a bad spot. It's a shame I can't force the guarantee away. There's nothing I can reasonably do to these people. That is something I could do, but for what purpose? Yeah, I'm at a loss for what I can do to you. Any bright ideas on what to do to Multan other than the obvious? You know, I don't even get much of that. Sad days. Huh. Drinking up the Timurids is... You know, I'm going to stay focused on dip until I get the Dip Tech 22, so that I can start using an even better best CB. Do I want Malacca involved? That is the question. Look at these cheatery chokes. They also want to take on Trans. I should deny them all this land. Bit of a bug here. Can't transfer the occupation back to myself, even though they're my subject. Sad state of affairs. Kind of limits what I can take from the absolutism point of view. Then again, for all I know, they have better absolutism than me. What am I looking to do? I want that province for myself, that's a given. But I should also get you your cores back. Which does include that. I'm using Akyunlu to gauge how much aggressive expansion the Ottomans are going to get. So they're going to get about 15, I wager. That's a good harvest, though, right there. I don't need to give so much to the Ottomans, though. Really, why take anything more than their cores? Really. Something to be said for finishing off states. But I want the Timmies inside me faster. I keep saying Ottomans instead of Timmies. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Probably brain problems. Please fix border, Gorjake. I'm working on it. I'm working hard on it. I'll get the rest of my claims on you to make my life a bit easier. Gain even more professionalism? Why, that smells like slackening in the old recruiting standards to me, because I want some manpower. It's nice that there are more sources of manpower in the game, saving you to just always have to rely on the mercs. That was an excellent use of a diplomat. That was not an excellent use of my army. I helped Chagatai there for a good province as well. Transferring land to Fars will immediately give it to you, says somebody who might be very clever. It looks a bit occupied by Fars to me. Ah, but maybe the Ottomans will give it to me. No, they give it to Timmy. Ah, that is so disgusting. How did you let Mush turn into Coptic? Was it always Coptic when I gave it up? Yeah, maybe. Jake, why does return cores give more aggressive expansion than giving occupation? That was a bug for a while. I thought we fixed that. I was fairly confident we fixed that, but stranger things have happened. Let's take Sabzavar then to the Timurids. Okay, that gives like nothing. What's a decent province? What's a worthwhile province here? Oh. Oh, kind of low on options because I can't get the other. Okay, those two give me 2. If I take them, it's 1. Huh. Seems awfully odd. Well, whatever. It's going to my subject anyway. I want this. I should probably take Golistan as well, since it's a nice fort. Otherwise, I don't really want to feed Timmy. Other than the fact that this is a good war to... Ah, what the hell, this is low development crap anyway, and it blocks off the Uzbeks. This is another utter garbage province, might as well take it for the sake of border gore. Talas as well. I'm starting to take a lot of crap provinces to the point where I'm not so sure it's so crap anymore. But at least it makes me look like a big guy. And I get to hemorrhage dip points while I'm at it. Good enough for me, though. The question remains of what to do with Multan, and I'm pretty sure the answer is money. I honestly can't think of anything I would want to do with them. How in the world is Punjab 224? I saw an awesome screenshot bug thing where some... What does it say? This peace deal will give Hess minus 1400 trust with us. That cracked me up, but I have no idea how it could have been a case. Get a province of Kazakh culture, you can get a new vassal. Not really interested in new vassals at this point. I have core creation cost reduction ideas. I want to conquer. Alright, that was fun, Multan, but goodbye. There's just this one fort to go, and we should have 100%, 100% on Transoceania here. Also, offensive ideas need to come to daddy, even if Tech 23 is massive. And it is massive. Ah, oh crap, that was the wrong one to look at. I wanted to take... No, I did take it. God, my head is not on right today. I wanted to take the idea, and I did, but I thought I didn't. Oh well. I'm glad my vassals are all in line. I'm going to feed Fars a bit more, and then the Omanis are going to die. And that is everything we need with you. We'll grab a bit of money for our troubles. Grand. Just... Well, this part isn't grand. This part is... Chagatai, Multan, Hassa, Baluchistan, Nagai, Uzbek, Afghanistan, the Kayunlu, the Oman, the yeah, whatever. All belongs. Oh man, Timurid rises. I can't wait to have that guy inside me. It's going to cost me another 1,000 dip though. Yeah, well. I get +1 dip per month. It's kind of tempting not to have this policy anymore. It's costing me anyway, so I might as well get rid of it. He blinks twice, trying to think what he's looking for. Here we go. Yeah, the envoy travel time is not worth it, and I can call the Ottomans into whatever anyway. Protect against Chagatai, remove Ak-Kayunlu from the map. I mean, that is almost certainly going to happen. The Ottomans don't want that land, and calling them in for favours is something I can do against Oman or Ethiopia. Or even Tunis, possibly, maybe? Or, you know, I can declare wars left and right. So yes, I will remove them from the map. Just probably not right now. Well... Oman need to die. Okay, they don't have any cores that I'm trying to core here. And look at that. Fars is a conversion beast. Sadly, I am not. But we will fix that. I have a coast in Basra, which means I don't need Moghestan, but there's no point giving it to Fars just to core it back myself. I'll get it dealt with in due time. You take care of any revolts there. You guys head home. And I have 2 provinces I want to core. You and you. I don't want to core these 2. I want to get this enriched and then drop it. Who do you think is going to win the dev clash? Oh, I really couldn't tell. Team Turkic Supremacy are not down and out. Not yet. Let's keep you happy. Amir's once again not happy. This is a good province to give them, but... Again, I want to give them high manpower, but otherwise pretty garbage lands. Wine isn't so good for me. Oh, perfect. Twice as much manpower as anything else. And hey, this one's pretty good as well. Take them both. I don't mind. So, Oman need to die. They're going to die in 2 years. Hopefully the Ottomans don't get dragged into some other war. I could call them in for promise of land, but I honestly don't want to give the Ottomans anything here. I'm going to call them in using favor. I have an idea though. I'm going to make the Ethiopians a co-belligerent and probably give the Ottomans some of their land. That means that Malacca are going to get involved as well. So I just have to pray that the Ottomans don't go to war for the next year or so. Mysticism's become very hard to get in this new version, but that could be because I'm completely surrounded by fellow Muslims. Someone like the Ottomans could harvest it by going into... Oh wait, no, I'm looking at it the wrong way here. I should be going down by attacking fellow Oh no, it's Sunnis and Shias, of course. Duh, I make this game. Problems were in the head all along. There we go. Don't need to pay for forts. Need to accumulate money, just because I'm greedy. You are level 6. You might be a bit redundant to me. You're the good one. You're actually in the mountain. But somehow I think the both of you are redundant. After I have a revolt there, it might be worth my time just saying nah. I'll keep you for the revolt whenever it happens. Is the plan to live stream all EU4 dev clashes for the foreseeable future? There's really no good reason not to. Alright, the Ottomans are going for their mission. Who knows, they might take the mission to take Shati afterwards. But this is good, this keeps them in a fairly useless... What is that? Not a situation I want them to be in, given what I want to do with the Ottomans. However... it shouldn't put them in too much difficulty unless they have military access through Tunis. They have military access through Tunis, and they waste their time fighting Spain. Bah humbug. I'll take that legalism though, because that's going to help out with that teching that I want to do. Except, good luck with that teching. Face it, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Take the money whilst we... Oh yeah, I don't want to tank my absolutism. I've been doing a good job at that. Ah, well, this is pretty good to have anyway. Money, men. What more could anybody want? Timmies are due to be inside of me in less than 10 years, and that's exciting. The Afghans are attacking the remnants of Transoceania. That's not good. They're spreading their horrific core creation cost. Got a core on what now? Oh, a claim on Kyrgyzstan. That used to give a core, that event. Way back in EU3. I mean, with all this nothing going on, I could probably quite happily defeat Akkuyunlu, but Nagai would get involved. Also, I have a truce, which I keep forgetting about. Jake, wouldn't it pay off to accept more cultures? I really want Diptech 22. Hugely. More so than accepting even Mashriki culture. And there's a lot of that. Most of it is converted, and those that aren't are low in development, so it's not a bad Not a bad situation for me currently. So Timmy, have you gotten... No, they won't get religious ideas quickly because I just fed them a bunch of land. They're busy coring, but they are coring, that's the thing. That's why these blue stripes are kind of nice. Ming is now fighting Russia again. And Russia's in a bad position to fight back. Should maybe consider getting... Oh, whoa, 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 what happened to my alliance with you? Gujarat and I were Did I, like, click on somebody else there? Ah, I clicked on Malwa. Seemed like a safe bet to click on the A in Gujarat, but no, Malwa was hiding right there. Oh well, hang on. You're allied with Baluchistan. No, it's Afghans that I need a way to get to. Gujarat, oddly enough, not wanting that sweet Omani land, and I won't have 10 favours with them anytime soon. Just trying to think of a way to drag them into a war so I can brutalize Afghanistan. And brutalize them I shall. I've seen better relations. Right, the Iraqis wanting to rise up is nothing unusual. And that Oman war starts in 1 year. Good. I just finished making mead and there's DDR Jake streaming you for this evening. Just can't get better, says Ben's Butter. I do love mead, and if you're ever in Stockholm and you feel like you want to hemorrhage money, then come see me. I know a great mead bar. They do some home brews, and they're pretty damn awesome. I feel like I haven't had any new leaders in a long, long time. I kind of want Grand Jester to die so I can give him a second chance at not being useless. I would also kind of like to drill my units, but I've had so much not peace that the opportunity really has not presented itself. Crappy fort there, I'll get it up for now. At least I get extra garrison, which is useful. Keep people away from me for a wee touch longer. I missed the Highlander use in EU3. That was just rolling the dice until you had your massive Highlander army to smash England. Eventually it would only work on defensive wars, but then there was the resist the English modifier that you got whenever you fought England. Even if England had one province, you would just keep them around to keep smashing on them that way. How in the world is Hassa not your subject? They have 10 development. You have... Let's get a number on that. 2214 development. Ah, it's because you're at war. Alright, Grand Jester's dead. Let's give him a second chance to be a bit more swole. Why are you so focused on running? Well, let's hope those Iraqis rise up so I don't have to even consider them in this upcoming war. And the Timmies have managed to get their lands cored, but until they get Religious 3, I think they're unlikely to do a lot of these conversions. Well, there's only 3 to do. Would that really kill them? Cheers from Canada, says Bengosha. 4461 is a ding-dang beast mode. If you're faster than you can punch, then something's wrong with you. I don't know how you can quantify the two together, but we should find a way. Some of these are really redundant forts. I mean, what is Kashan doing? It doesn't block this way. I'd rather have it in... oh! Kazavin's... No, it's not mountainous, is it? This is a great one. Mountainous blocks you here completely. So's that, and so are you. Just a good blockade there. But I won't need that, because I'll control both sides. So why even worry about this fort, I ask you? Goodbye, fortification. It's kind of the same question here. What do I need this fort for? I just don't, really. It's costing me 2 ducats a month that I could invest in not having forts. The greatest investment. Which is totally a lie. I remember when I tore down every single fort in my